When I started actually researching about studying in the US in 2016, there weren't so many detailed videos to help guide me through the process. And so I had to learn a lot through trial and error. So in this video, I'll show you my 3-part strategy, which actually is the step-by-step process that I'll use to apply and get fully funded offers this year if I was just getting started. Let's go for it. Part number 1, on-the-ground research. Usually the first thing you want to do is to do your research. And in this phase, there are 2 goals that you want to achieve. The first is to select the best kind of course that you're going to study, and then the second is to select all the schools that you're going to apply to. Concerning the best course for you to study, I've already done an in-depth video that goes into all the things that you need to look out for to guide you on selecting the best course for you. The link should come out here if you want to check it out. But then what I'll mention in this video is that whatever course that you select, number 1 has to excite you, and number 2 has to be relevant to the current and global trends, and number 3, you should have a high chance of getting admitted. I always want you to remember that your admission to a program is not only based on the strength of your application, but based on the strength of your application in comparison to other applicants from several countries. So it's always better to be in a course where you have a higher chance. And one of the things that I learned from Ali Abdul is that to succeed in any endeavor, you need 4 things. Now those 4 things are time, energy, money, and skill. And this application process is not different. Now you have time and you have energy. If you have time and energy, you can use both of them to get money, because you can work to get money. Now with time and energy, you can also use both of them to get skill. And so that's exactly what you're doing now with investing your time and your energy towards researching and finding out the best course and watching YouTube videos like this and the one I linked earlier, which will give you more details on the things you need to know, the skill required in choosing the best course for you. So after I've chosen the best course that I can apply to, I'm going to research and select 10 universities I'm going to apply to, including Ivy League universities. Ivy League are the best universities in the US, and there are 8 of them. We have Princeton University, Harvard, Yale, University of Pennsylvania, Dartmouth College, Brown University, Cornell University, and Columbia University. The ratio I would use in selecting schools, I'll select 4 Ivy League schools, 3 mid-range universities, and also 3 safe universities. Now, safe universities are universities that have above 80% acceptance rate. Then Ivy Leagues, a lot of them have less than 10%. Then the mid-range to me would be between 50 and 80%. Usually when doing my research, I'll put them on an Excel sheet like the one currently shown on the screen. This was the one I used when I was researching for my Ph.D. program 2 years ago. So I would always do something like this, writing the name of the school, the location, the acceptance rate, whether it's a flagship university or not, the course, the deadline of application, the application fee, the special documents required, and also the funding if I could get the details on the website. So I'll do this for about 20 to 30 universities, then I'll select the 10 that I know I have the best chance of succeeding in according to the ratio I have of 4:3:3. When I'm done selecting the course I want to do and selecting the 10 schools that I'm going to apply to, then I move on to part 2, which is beefing up my application. Now in this stage, I'll critically look at my application packet and think of how I would improve them. The application packet is made up of 6 major things. We have the academic transcript for every university degree you've obtained. We have the academic CV. We have the statement of purpose or personal statement of motivational letter. We have the test scores, which includes GRE or TOEFL or IELTS. We have recommendation letter. And then finally, we have publications. I'll assess the 6 of them carefully and ask myself, if I was in charge of admissions in Harvard University and I see this application packet, will I give this person admission? The response for myself will be no. And so the next question will now be, what can I do to improve it? There are some things that can be changed, like the academic transcript. But then there are some that you change that will have a very significant impact on your application packet. For example, the GRE score. So this is the one I'll focus on, aiming to get at least 330 over 340. And that's quite easy because they're standardized tests, and standardized tests have a format. You don't necessarily need to be intelligent, you just need to understand how they ask the questions and the best way to respond to them, which only comes through practice. So the way I would prepare for it to get that kind of score is to block out 4 hours every weekday for 3 months. 4 hours every week is 20 hours times 4 weeks, about 4 weeks in a month, that's 80 hours. Times 3 months is 240 hours. 240 hours of undistracted reading for the GRE exam would definitely give me that score. I know of a friend who finished with a third class degree but went ahead to get a fully funded PhD program here in the US. So how did he do it? It was still the same process of writing and preparing for the GRE. So the level of work that he didn't do throughout the whole undergrad of 4 years, he did it to prepare for this GRE program, and then he got above 330 in the GRE. So all he had to do was to write in his personal statement the reason why he got the third class in his first degree, explaining like financial hardship which did not allow him to focus correctly and put his best foot forward, but then that grade is not a reflection of his intelligence, which they can see from his GRE results. Another thing I'll do in this stage is to save up for the application fees. Now I'll definitely apply for all the application fees to be waived in all the 10 schools I'm applying to. In short, I've even done a video on the 4 ways that you can get application waived. The link should come out here as well. But then I'm still going to save some money for some schools which I'm very much interested in applying to. I feel I have a very strong chance of getting admitted there. But then they say they don't waive application fees no matter what. So I'll set aside money for about 2 to 3 schools in case that happens. And finally, part 3 is reaching out. I reach out to the graduate coordinators of all the 10 programs I'm applying to, and usually it's to like build a relationship with them. So I'll send them my application documents through email, telling them I'm interested in the program and asking if I'm a good fit for their program. So them using their judgment to now tell me, okay, go ahead and apply, or I would recommend you apply. And those people that have told me not to apply, they usually say why. And I'm always very grateful to them because they saved me application fees that I would have paid and wasted. And then in the follow-up email, when I've built some form of relationship with them, I will tell them I've started my application and then ask if my application fee can be waived. Another set of people that I'll reach out to here are mentors and students already studying here. After I'm done writing my personal statement or my SOP, I'll send it to at least 3 mentors to help me review, give me suggestions on like how I can improve it and make it better. And another final way I'm going to be reaching out is by applying. So it's at this stage I will start applying to the schools, putting in my best application, ensuring that my recommenders have all submitted theirs and I've tied all loose ends possible. I hope you can see that the application process is quite easy and something that you can do. Every step I mentioned in this video deserves a dedicated video of its own. Unfortunately for you, I've already done that, and I compiled all of them together in a playlist which you can check out here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button for the white algorithm, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye.